Hi, Bob McLeod here to talk about the latest item in the Track Anything with Log History series. This installment is about how to track gifts, or rather presents, that you send to your partners, especially when you do not send them all at the same time. Now, whenever we have a tangible present to give to our partners, and we give them out one at a time when we see the partners, or we send it to them but not as a big group, it is very helpful to know whom we have given this gift to so that we do not inadvertently give it twice, or conversely, to make sure that someone I'm about to see has not already received it. The log history tool in TNT MPD makes it easy to do this. I used to use saved groups, but some new 3.0 features make this even easier to do in the log history, and there's a couple other helpful things as well. So here's how I do it. Now, first of all, I've got contact Donald Duck, and I'm going to stop by his house just to give him this book. So I log history. First of all, I'm going to record this as an unscheduled visit, and I just called it a drive-by visit because I wanted to see him and to give him this book. And then the second thing I do this as two separate tasks because I'm going to need to look them up separately in history. I could just put the book in the description of the unscheduled visit, and that would work as well. But I really like to record this as a present that was given, and I would say book, and I type that. Now this is a saved description, so every time I select it, it just automatically types it in the same way, and that's helpful for doing lookups in the future. And I click OK. So now I have the unscheduled visit and the present there. If I go over here to the history view, here's all of my history, and there's lots of different things in here, and I want to narrow it down. We'll have a couple of options here. First of all, I could just select the present checkbox, and it would show me all of the presents that I've given to my partners. Or I could type up here in the dynamic filter and just start typing book, and then it's going to show me just the people that have received this specific book. So again, there's two different ways to filter this to get this down. And this again is why I use a separate log history item for the present as opposed to the unscheduled visit, because I want to see just the presents, just the distribution of this specific book. Now let's say that I want to look at Donald Duck and see all of the presents I've given just him. So what I might do is go back here to contacts, select Donald and Daisy there, and say look up this contact. So now I have just them in the current group. When I go back to the history view, I'm going to clear this filter, and if I go down here and say show me just the present and filter by the current group, now I see just their history of presents that they have received from me over time. And one other thing about the presents is when you record a present, TNT MPD also records it as a thank by default. So if I open this and look at the details, I'll see that this present was recorded as a thank because my giving them this present was a tangible expression of my thankfulness for their part of my ministry. And this also logs in their details that the thank date, the last thank was October 7th of 2013. So there's just some of the elements of giving presents as thank yous to my ministry partners and being able to see who I have given this to already. Hope that's helpful to you. Have a great day.